There's a major concern about the number of high school children consuming ganja products like sweets, cakes and brownies. The issue was raised on TVJ's All Angles on Wednesday night. Here's TVJ's Vashon Brown with the details.
School administrators say they've always had an issue with ganja use in schools, so that's not something entirely new. But Principal of Arden High, Nadine Malloy, says administrators are seeing something else that is causing concern.
The new dimension that we're seeing is those students who are consuming ganja products, whether they are ganja sweeties, ganja brownie, ganja cookie, we are seeing them consume those products now.
She says the problem is not easy to detect.
It is a little bit more difficult to detect because there is no smell that you can pick up. You'd actually have to see the manifestation of a student having consumed it, or as we do our regular searches just to make sure everything is okay, we may find it, we may get some sort of information that it is here.
Head of Psychiatry at the University of the West Indies Mona campus, Professor Wendell Abel, says there has been an increase in the so-called edibles on the market. He says it is now up to the authorities to ensure that appropriate regulations are put in place to ensure children are not consuming them.
What we have seen, for example, in terms of edibles, the cookies, cakes on the market, is that they have high concentration of THC, which is the dangerous chemical, from a mental perspective in marijuana. And sometimes we collect the samples, test them at the university, and the machine is literally knocked out because the THC content is high. Yeah, so we really have to police the market for edibles and to protect our young people. So that's a major cause for concern.
Chief Medical Officer Dr. Winston Delahaye agrees that something needs to be done about products like cakes and brownies made with ganja as an ingredient. For him, there also needs to be some changes at the Cannabis Licensing Authority. When
you have a Cannabis Licensing Authority, I'm a member, so I'm not speaking on behalf of them at this time, impacted by activists, as they currently are in its current form, busy, and some have showed recently, fighting the Ministry of Health's position that we will not support edibles, then therein lies the issue, A CLA continuing in its current form isn't able to regulate an appropriate medicinal cannabis industry with that kind of position.
Vashon Brown, TVJ News.